Today I will be discussing about amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. ALS is a progressive neurological disease that affects the nerve cells in the brain and the spinal cord that control muscle of movement. It causes these cells to degenerate and die, also leading to muscle weaknesses and wasting. The cause of ALS is still unknown until this day, but researchers have found that a combination of genetic and environmental factors may play a role for this disease. In this case, the child's parents' family possibly have history from the ALS itself, so the genetic may have transferred to the child. Move on to the symptoms. So the symptoms of ALS can vary, but typically include muscle weakness, twitching, speaking difficulties, swallowing, and difficulty in moving. So there's 5 symptoms of that, and as this disease progresses, patients may experience difficulty in breathing and paralysis. There are still no cure for the ALS itself. There are ways to manage the symptoms and improve the quality of life. This includes physical therapy to maintain muscle strength. Meanwhile, assistive device also able to help with mobility and communications. Meanwhile, medication used to slow down the progression of the disease of ALS. It is important to remember that everyone experienced with ALS is different, and we should not give attention to them. There are many resources and support groups available to help patients of ALS and their families.
Assalamualaikum and hello, I am Shazia from For Haitam, and today I will explain to you about ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity, or better known as ADHD, is a condition that affects people's behavior. People with ADHD may seem restless, may have trouble concentrating, and may act on impulse. ADHD, which are genetics and brain functions and structure. ADHD tends to run in families, and in most cases, it's thought that the genes you inherit from your parents is a significant factor from developing the condition. Studies involving brain scans have suggested that certain areas of people with ADHD is smaller, whereas the other parts may be larger. There are 2 symptoms of ADHD, which are inattentiveness and hyperactive and impulsiveness. The main signs of inattentiveness is having a short attention span and being easily distracted, appearing forgetful or losing things, and appearing to be unable to listen or carry out instructions. Whereas the main signs of hyperactivity and impulsiveness are constantly fidgeting, excessive talking, and being unable to sit still, especially in quiet and calm surroundings. Ways to overcome ADHD. First, start small. Give yourself the luxury of tiny tasks that bring you closer to the big task. Second, get a therapist. Therapy can be a huge help for learning emotional regulation skills and self-acceptance. Lastly, schedule a meal. Do your best to get in a protein-rich meal early in the day, no matter what.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will be presenting about Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a brain disorder that causes uncontrollable movements such as shaking, stiffness, and difficulty with balance and coordination. The symptoms of Parkinson's disease usually begin gradually and worsen over time. As the disease progresses, people may have difficulty walking and talking. Because the cause of Parkinson's is unknown, there are no proven ways to prevent the disease. Some research has shown that regular aerobic exercise might reduce the risk of Parkinson's disease.
Autism or Autism Spectrum Disorder (ASD) refers to to a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and nonverbal communication. There is not just one cause of ASD. Although we know little about specific causes, the available evidence suggests that the following may put children at greater risk for developing ASD. Number 1, having a siblings with ASD. Number 2, having certain genetic or chromosomal conditions such as Fragile X syndrome. Number 4, experiencing complications at birth. And the last one is being born to all the parents. People with ASD often have problems with social communication and interaction. People with ASD may also have different ways of learning, moving, or paying attention. There are numerous coping strategies to be explored and tried for autism people. That's all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears.